How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Liban. We've got a new gaming related reaction. Today it's the Unknown 9 Awakening. This time it's a gameplay walkthrough including commentary from the devs. If you guys didn't know, they announced this game actually years ago. I believe it was one of the Gamescom's opening night lives. They actually announced it at. It was only a cinematic trailer and then the game just went completely quiet. I guess since then maybe development restarted and then they've come back with Unknown 9 Awakening instead, which looks pretty cool from a gameplay perspective. A lot of cool things that are happening there. I think it's good obviously they are doing this gameplay walkthrough. I think a lot of people did want to see how things would work in action if someone's actually playing it, me included. But we're going to jump right into this. I think it's going to be pretty good. Let's go.
Hi, I'm Christophe Rossignol, Creative Director at Reflector Entertainment. I'm here to give you a sneak peek of what our upcoming action-adventure game Unknown 9 Awakening has to offer. Let's start with the game's prologue. Haruna and her mentor Reka are chasing Vincent and the Ascendants deep into the Mauritanian desert. They stumble upon one of their encampments, which blocks their progress. Haruna can use her picking ability to evaluate the threat and plan her next move.
Okay, so that was like a mark your enemies type of thing?
She chooses to sneak up on a single enemy to thin the herd before heading into battle.
She took the soul out of that man.
Haruna has access to various melee attacks, as well as unbreak abilities. Like the
I was about to say, no one's got a gun?
Of her opponents. Haruna's most compelling power is stepping, through which she can briefly jump in her assailants' bodies.
Oh, that's cool.
Let's move forward in the game to see more of Haruna's ability.
That's cool. She literally jumped into an enemy, did an attack, jumped out.
Increasingly powerful enemies, she must get creative to survive.
So maybe you can actually start riots that way, maybe?
Other ascendants stand in her hero's path. As soon as the encounter starts, Haruna pushes an enemy into a fire hazard to neutralize surrounding threats. Unbreak abilities, like the pool, require arm energy, a resource that fills back up through melee combat. Stepping tokens, on their part, are granted by defeating enemies. Ascendants will sometimes try to keep their distance. Good thing she can reel them in with a pool. The Bruiser is a dangerous opponent.
That right hook.
Haruna must juggle between all her abilities to take him out, while Luther takes care of lesser threats. With the range Ascendant taken care of, she can focus her offensive on the Bruiser. Haruna blocks his punches, lands a few hits, and evades his grappling attempt, opening him up for a counterattack.
At the moment, the melee attacks don't look like they have a lot of weight to them.
Let's take a look at another combat encounter, tackled with a completely different approach. After a quick peek through the fall, Haruna uses her Ripple ability to gather nearby ascendants around an environmental hazard. She triggers the explosive from a distance, then uses her shroud to safely move out into the open. Unsuspecting opponents can be taken down from behind as Haruna rips their shade from their corporal
It looks
shapes.
like you do get like a lot of abilities as well.
Haruna also avoids a Quester detector, which is a piece of Ascendant technology that detects unbreak energy wielders like Haruna.
Ah,
From
okay.
here, she can safely make her way to an isolated enemy. She could go in and take her out, but instead opts for her stepping powers. Each successive step in the sequence
There's a timer on the bottom?
upgrades the control
I guess, yeah.
attack. With two available tokens, Haruna lines up two enemies and defeats them simultaneously with an empowered arm blast while setting up a final takedown.
That's
on the
cool.
remaining threat.
That was really cool.
All clear.
In between thrilling action sets, Unknown 9 Awakening offers quieter exploration sequences in beautiful and detailed exotic environments.
I'll be taking the long way round.
Exploring the levels and going off the beaten path can lead to useful discoveries.
So many lazy summer days beating his heart at goalie. I just wish the last time we played was a better memory.
Here, Aruna uses her crush ability to destroy a wall. Then climbs on vines to reach the upper levels of the temple she's passing through.
The animals are busy today.
There, she finds an anomaly, an Umbric artifact granting her noises points.
Oh, no
She can
sis.
invest them in
They
one
said
of her
noises.
free skill trees to improve her abilities in various ways.
Okay. This is where your whole upgrading your stuff comes into it. So here she can increase the time that she takes over someone's body.
Let's now move to one final encounter before we end. Ascendants are everywhere. Aruna tries the stealthy approach, but triggers the Questor detector.
Oh, she went into the things.
Several opponents are alerted, but she has the tools to come out victorious. She distances herself from her assailants to assess the situation. An explosive hazard is near. The enemies are clustered. Aruna uses her stepping ability to break up and heavily damage the group. She
Go into
also
another one,
cleverly
yeah.
positions the second enemy to create an offensive opportunity as soon as she gets back to her body.
She literally threw the other one into
On
a
top of her physical
a
attacks,
bomb.
Aruna also has access to Umbric strikes, targeting the enemy's face gauge. Once full, they are staggered, opening them up for a powerful burst attack.
Ah.
Here, Aruna triggers a shroud to resume the fight with an advantage, but an Ascendant has already spotted her. Defeating him grants her enough tokens to step again. Aruna cleverly positions her puppets to take advantage of the environmental hazard and of the successive steps' power boosts. That's it for today, but we have much more in store for you. Be sure to follow Unknown 9's official channels for the latest updates.
Okay, sweet. Sweet. Based on what we've seen here from Unknown 9 Awakening, it does come across as an action and adventure game. You have a skill tree. She has like quite a few different abilities. Some they clearly did not show here. You could also use melee attacks. But I think the cool thing that did show off in the gameplay successfully is how these different parts of the game can be used together in a really interesting way. So she was what they call stepping, where you go and take over different enemies' bodies. She was stepping into an enemy, using that enemy to attack another enemy. Then if you have upgraded your ability enough, she could go to another enemy, go in that body, line them up, take them out. So then a lot of strategy is also involved in it overall. I was mentioning in the reaction itself that the melee attacks, just from what I've looked at and heard, it didn't feel like it had a lot of weight to it. It felt a lot more like patter, like this. So you could see the characters swinging and kicking hard, but it just sounded very, very light, if you understand what I mean. So maybe that's something that they will do something more with, hopefully. I know obviously kind of like the main focus is her abilities and how you go ahead and use them, but I think fine-tuning that part of the melee can make the game just to give it a bit more oomph in that area. Interested to see how long it'll actually be as well, how big these certain areas are. I guess obviously it is story based, so you'll have certain hub areas I guess you go into, you do the missions there, complete it, then you move on somewhere else. As I mentioned before, this has been in development for a long time. It was announced, disappeared, then re-announced after the fact. Hopefully it's good, and hopefully it does well. But that was the Unknown 9, Awakening, the gameplay walkthrough with the developer commentary. Let me know what you guys thought. Does that sell you on the game? Do you have questions? Could you care less? Let me know down in the comments below. Please, of course, click like, leave a comment, subscribe to the channel. You will be getting more gameplay, game trailer reactions. You'll be getting actual gameplay, game reviews, game previews, TV show reactions if it's gaming related. Otherwise, you'll get TV show reviews, anime reactions. There's content on the channel pretty much every day at this point in time. So do go below, hit subscribe. Thank you so much in advance. For more videos like Unknown 9 Awakening that I know you will like, check out this next one here, and I'll see you there shortly. Peace.